Hi guys, so in this video we're going to see how we can use the logo or image and also a background. So I am in a fresh project in here, and let's jump to the place your logo image here and see how we can import our logo. So let's go to our Explorer window and let's drag and drop an image. So this is the image that we're going to use, and then I'm also going to drag and drop a photo for the background, just like that. Now, if we go inside the composition named place your logo image here, you can simply drag and drop the image and press S for scale on your keyboard so that you can scale that up, just like that. And then make sure you're going to rotate this, pressing R on my keyboard just slightly, so that's like this. Very fun. And toggle that on in there, so we retain the resolution since this is a vector. So that's it. Now for the background, we're going to go to the background in here, double click on that, and we can simply drag and drop a background image from right over here. So let's lower this slightly, like that. I like these colors. So let's now jump to the main comp Full HD. We're in here, so now what we need to do is we need to go to the place your logo image here, and in here we have named layer auto trace image outline. So this is a small hint for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to solo this for now and go to layer and then auto trace. Make sure that your settings are similar to this so that you auto trace the outline of this image. Press OK. If we untick this, go to M for masks, you can see that it has done this mask for us. So maybe we can see this. To see this, you will need to click this button here. So you can see that you have done that mask right with our logo. So with that done, now we can go to the Element 3D object settings. Right now we have this material switched on for the text, so we will need to switch that to the correct one. Go to Scene Setup, go to Select Object, open that up, untick the solid material version 01, and the materials for the logo or image are the 05 and 06. So simply click this on, and as you can see, there it is. And you can also use the 06 right over here. Very nice. So I'm actually going to use version 06 since it has this texture in here that we want to use. And what we can do is we can open this up now, and what we will need to do, so let's first press OK, so see how that looks. Very, very nice. I like this. So let's now go to Scene Setup, and let's go to Solid Material version 06 in here. And in here, the first one is Wood Planks Logo Texture. So if we click on that, this is basically where the logo texture is. So if we scroll down and go to Diffuse in here, so once again, go to Solid Material 06, then you have the logo texture right over here. Then inside the edit, go to Diffuse. This is basically the settings for your texture, the position. And in this case, you can see that it is not positioned correctly. This will always depend on your image, so it will change with every image. You will need to tweak this just slightly in here so that everything meshes. So what we need to do is we need to fiddle a bit with the UV repeat and UV offset. So let's start with the UV offset. What you're going to do, if we, as you can see, move these sliders in here, we can move it, move the image over the image. You can move it wherever you like. And we can also move it in the y-axis, like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it with the top and with the left. So make sure that it is aligned. And something like this is good. And actually like this, it is exactly in the middle, so I don't even need to change anything. So it's good like it is right now. But if it has a different scale or anything, you can also modify the UV repeat. So you can like make it wider like that. But I'm going to leave that how it was. So this was 0.46 and this was, I think, 0.89. Actually, it was 0.82. So that's good. Or let's check 0.83. 0.82 was good. That's good. So I'm simply going to press OK, and then in here I'm going to press OK. So this is how you're going to add the texture. And now you can see that the logo is perfectly aligned in here. Everything is aligned. So now what you can do, of course, you can, right now this is a bit too large, so we can go to the studio in here, go to size and position, and make it like 7. Like that, very good. And move it slightly down, and maybe slightly left. And finally, what we can do is we can maybe fill this with bulbs. Now, if we go back to the Element 3D, we can do that from right there, as we have seen earlier. And I'm just simply going to do just a few, just to show how that would work with the logo. So if we go to light group 01, like we have done before, you will find that you have this solid material version 01, and if we toggle it on, as you can see, it has the text in here. So you will need in here, instead of the text, the logo that we are using. So I'm going to toggle this off, and I'm simply going to go to solid material version 06, duplicate this, and take the copy and move it to group 01. Now I am in group 01, and as you can see, I can see the light bulb in here while working with this. So let's do some quick light bulbs in here. Let's duplicate this, hide the first one, and I'm going to move that in the Z so that it matches, and I'm going to put some light bulbs in here. So Control D and move them around. That's great. And I'm simply going to make another light bulb for the top in here. And move that. And what I'm going to do is this one I'm going to make larger, so I'm going to press that button and increase in size, just like that. Perfect. Now what I can do is this light bulb, I can give it a different color. So this light bulb, I can give it a different color. So for that, I can put it inside group 2, for instance, like that. Now let's go back in here, switch the solid material off from the light bulbs group, and press OK. Right now, as you can see, the bulb is actually not in here. This is because the light bulb group is set to off by default, so we have forgot to switch that on. So go to light group 2 and switch that on. Press OK, and now there you have it right over then. And now actually you have this little bulb which we have forgotten to switch off. So let's go again in here, and there's the default light bulb in here. Simply switch that off and press OK. So that's basically it. You can of course go to the studio in here and give them a different color from here. So we can give the group 1, for instance, something like purpley, like that. Press OK. Or even something like yellow, like that. And maybe group 2, we can give it something like red, just like that. And let's increase the light intensity to 100. There you have it. So that's how you work with the logo. Now, if you would like to add a different background other than this texture in here, what we can do, we have already inputted the background material in here. So what we need to do is go to the Element 3D object settings in here, go to scene setup, and from the background in here, simply find the custom background image. Switch off the stone wall bricks in here that we have switched on, and put on the custom background image. Press OK. And there we have it. We have the custom background switched on right over then. Now the problem right here is that it is quite large, the texture. So what we can do is go to the background in here and reduce this in size. And let's see how that looks in here. quite better, but we can make it smaller. So let's make it 30. Of course, if you use a different camera, like that. So that's how you can use the background image. I'm actually going to increase this just a little bit, like that. And of course, if you don't like any of these reflections over the background, you can play a little bit with the lights, with the spotlights, like that, to give it a different look. So that's for the background. Now we can jump to the next video where we can maybe render and see whatever other features that we have.